Alright guys, this is Fury with Fury's Insanity, signing in with another video, and today we're covering our second anime review on the channel, Bungo Stray Dogs. Let's get into this. Alright guys, so I decided to watch this anime, heard some good things about it, and got a pretty positive review, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that. But, spoiler warning, I will be going through the majority of the anime in this episode, so be sure to keep that in mind if you haven't watched it. Skip more towards the end if you don't want to hear a lot of spoilers. Okay, so first thing I want to say is the name fits this show perfectly. Stray Dogs, Misfits, alright? All of the different organizations, there's three main organizations throughout the show, gather these gifted abilities, gifted individuals, alright? All of them are unique, all of them are relatable, weird, creepy, funny, sad, depressing, everything. Real life people. Things that you would see in real life, and the interactions that all of these people have together are incredible. They feel realistic. You can sense and feel the emotion between them. Very nice. That's why I think the name fits perfectly. The name itself gets brought up in the anime, I'd say, correct me if I'm wrong, 4 or 5 times. But when it does, it's very impactful. I wish it would be brought up more, but I'm glad they waited. And I think it was the second season was the first time the actual name Stray Dogs was brought up. Might be wrong, but it was impactful, nice, and I'm glad they chose this name. That was a little bit of a monologue just about the name, but also want to say this show gives off pretty strong My Hero Academia vibes because the basis of the show is the fact that there are people all over the world that have these gifted abilities. It's similar to quirks. A lot of them are more technical or energy based or just weird. They definitely go out of the way a lot more than My Hero Academia does. My Hero kind of tries to keep it grounded a little bit, more physical attributes and abilities. Where Bungo Stray Dogs, there's no telling what the abilities could be. They're pretty unique. There are two main characters. One of them has the ability to turn into a tiger. Were Tiger is his ability. The other one, Dazai, has the ability to cancel out other people's powers. It doesn't take them away like Mr. Aizawa from My Hero does. It's just he can't be affected by them. So if you like send an energy blast at him, he can touch it and it'll dissipate. It won't hurt him. Or if Atsushi, the were tiger, turns into a tiger, he can touch him and he'll revert back to his human form. It doesn't take away their abilities, but it stops their ability while he's touching them. So it's kind of cool. Kind of gives you Aizawa vibes. But the two main characters, Atsushi and Dazai, are very, very strong, very well developed. They have very intense and interpersonal uh, connections with each other. They definitely have very in-depth backstories. Same thing with the supporting cast. I believe that the supporting cast is actually one of the strongest, if not the strongest, part of the show. All of these minor and major characters that get introduced along the way all have good backstories. They're stray dogs, they're misfits, so they're all unique. They all have different personality quirks and stuff, and they fit really well. You can sense the emotion and the power behind their words and their actions, especially farther in the anime when a lot of them have had more chance for their backstories to be brought up, for them to have their own individual character arcs. It's really, really nice, and it pairs very well with their actual abilities. I think that their personality and abilities normally go very well together. And seeing the character development not only interpersonally with the characters, but with them learning how to use their abilities or connecting with their abilities. Really nice. For instance, the main character Atsushi hates the fact that he can turn into a because he feels like a monster. He feels like a villain a lot of times, and he struggles with that through almost the entire anime. But you can see his personality and his bond with his gift grow over time. One thing I'd like to put a little small note on is I think the anime does a really good job at noting where people are. It's not like somebody just shows up and saves the day out of nowhere. If they're gonna show up and save the day, you're gonna know ahead of time that they're gonna do it. Yeah, there are plot twists and stuff, but a lot of anime struggle with keeping up with their characters. You know, somebody might be able to solve this problem easily, and the person solving it might not be able to, which is not a bad thing, but it explains why the person that can solve it easily isn't there, which is nice. It's just good plot development, good storytelling. There are a lot of memorable moments through the anime, through the different character arcs, through the battle scenes, um, which is really good. So, like, if you're a big fan of Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, My Hero Academia, Fate, all of those other franchises, you'll definitely be able to remember this one just about the same because there are so many good moments in the anime that will stick with you. When you look back and think about Bongo Stray Dogs, you will definitely remember key moments that got your attention, got you into your emotions, got you into your feels, and it's very good. It's a very good part of the anime. So like the climaxes and the hyper moments really hit the nail on the head. One of the only issues I have with this anime is an issue I have with most anime, and it's plot armor. I feel like the anime Bungo does a good job of explaining why characters don't die because of their gifted abilities and stuff. But at the same time, it's like there are a couple of the really more badass fights. You're kind of like, yeah, that person would be dead. Period. There's no bringing them back. There's no healing them. But it is anime, so you got to roll with it. All in all, I love the characters. I love the anime. I love the story. I love the artwork. It's fucking hilarious at some points. It's really sad and depressing at others, and it's just hyper like beat 'em up kind of shit sometimes. It's just there's a lot of points in this anime, and it's all in all very good quality. It comes together very well. So I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. I wouldn't necessarily want to give it a ranking right now. I kind of want to think about it a little bit more. I just finished it yesterday, but it potentially could find a spot on my top 10 after I watch a few anime to see. Um, but I definitely recommend watching it. I recommend watching it dubbed. Some animes I prefer watching subbed, but this one in particular, I think the voices play a very big part in some of the character development, especially when it comes to the villain side. I feel like the voice actors fit perfectly dubbed, and they kind of sound a little awkward subtitled. But it's all up to you. If you enjoy the anime, if you've seen it before, if you're going to see it, let me know. And if you have any recommendations of any other anime we should cover on the channel, be sure to drop it down in the comments below. But as always, if you enjoy the content, like, comment, subscribe, and if you really love me and want to support the channel, share the video. It always helps. This is Fury with Fury's Insanity. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.
This video was sponsored by Your Mom. If you'd like to find out more information, contact 1-800-YOUR-MOM.